So in this first section of our Communicate in Print training, we're going to cover the Create button. The Create button is the default view that Communicate in Print opens in, and the one you will use the most often. Essentially, as long as you're in Create, you can create boxes into which you can type either just as text or as with symbols. So I'm going to take you through these boxes here. Now there's two with owls, and there's two without owls, and there's two with red boxes and two without red boxes. I'm going to demonstrate how each one of these works. So if there is no red box, that means you are going to create a free flow box which expands to fill the text that's in it. If there is a red box, then you are going to create a box, and then the text that you write in it will shrink to stay inside that box. And finally, the ones with the owls will automatically symbolize all text. The one without owls will not symbolize any text. I'm just going to demonstrate each one of these now. So first of all, the owl with no border. So if I click that button and then drag a box, even though I drag quite a large box now, you'll notice it shrinks up. This is because it's free flow. So if I start typing now, slight spelling error, there we go. Now at this point I just want to point out that symbols appear after you press space. So there you go, press space and the symbol has appeared. That's just one thing to remember. If it's not showing up, make sure you press space afterwards. So that's the first kind of box we can draw under the Create section. I'm now going to demonstrate the second button, the one with the owl and the red border. So if I click that button and then draw myself a box, there we go. You'll notice that the border's there and it's actually stayed the size that I drew it. So if I start typing in this box, you'll see there that the content, the text and the symbols actually shrunk during typing to fit inside the box. So that's the main difference between the two modes. The next box is the non-symbol free flow box. So I select that one and I draw the box again. You'll notice I draw a big box, but it jumps right up because I am in free flow, so it's going to grow as I type. So just to make a point here about symbols very quickly, although the free flow box here with no symbols is just showing text, we can in fact add symbols to them, and this is a core way how Communicate in Print does things. If you actually click into a word and then look over here on the right, you'll see the different symbols that it matches. So I've got various ways I could do add, and I quite like this bowl one. If I click that, then you'll notice that it adds the symbol to that word. So I could pick another word, for example symbols here, and I could put a symbol in that. So that's a way you can start with normal text and then just put symbols in where you feel they're appropriate. So the final box is very similar but fixed size. It's this one with the red border. Again, if I draw here, the box stays the size I draw it, and I can type. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing and add some symbols here where I think they would be useful. And that pretty much demonstrates how this left side works here in terms of creating boxes to actually type in.